Okay, I want to share my life experience. I used to be an auto mechanic 40 years ago, and I have right now a nail, or actually bolt in the tire that I picked up on the street a couple of days ago. So I called Pep Boys, and now they want like $30 to plug the tire. Now you can plug the tire when the bolt is like this, or a nail when it's inside the tread over here, right over here. But if you get any nails or like cuts, like a stab wound on the side of the tire is no longer good anymore, because that supports the tire. So if you get any damage on the side tires, do not attempt to repair it. Just replace it with a new tire. But anywhere on this surface between that side and that side here, to the left and the right, if there's a nail or a bolt, you can easily replace, plug it, and the tire will be good as new. And it doesn't make sense to pay $30 or more to get it when you can do it yourself. So these are the tools that you will need. And I picked this up over at O'Reilly's. And you definitely need a tool like this to first get the bolt out, or the nail. And then you'll need another snip tool like this, which will give a better grasp on the nail or the bolt to pull out further. But you'll need both of these, or either one, depending on how you're able to finesse it. Then you'll need I don't know, it's like one of these tools where you once you get the nail out, you'll have to drive this through the hole to make it a certain diameter to put the plug in. You definitely need to have some vulcanized cement glue, and you have the battering ram where you place the plug in, and you have your plugs here. And I picked this up all together. Now O'Reilly's is selling this separately. I used to get these together as a set, and they are not selling it as a set. So this was about, the plugs and the tools here are about $6.70 at O'Reilly's, and it was another $3 for the glue itself. You can go to Harbor Freight, and I think they still sell them for $5, but I'm not sure about that. So the first thing you want to do before you pull the bolt or nail out of the tire, before you do that, you want to get everything in order. So let me show you. And then the first step is to put the plug in the battering ram. Okay, and I'll show you here. You run it through here like you would do a thread through a needle, the eye of the needle, and you finesse it. You just keep on plugging away at this, and then you pull from the other side, and you can also use this tool to help you pull this in through, like that. There you go. Just keep pulling it. There you go. Don't worry about this being flattened out. Don't worry about that. Then you get it halfway. So you want it to be right over here, halfway. So then you want to pull it this way and pull it to the tip, right over there at the front tip. And that's the way it should look like. And then you'll put glue around it. Okay, so now I got that. That's the first step. The second step is to pull the plug out. So I'm gonna have to stop the camera and I'll get back, but I'm gonna pull the plug out and then I'm gonna show you while I insert the plug with the glue, because I only have 2 hands. So right now I pulled the plug out and this air is coming out of the tire, and you simply try to finesse the plug into it, but the hole is too small. So what I'll do is get the ramming rod and make it a little bit bigger. You got to make sure you have a lot of air, because I'm not next to an air pump at a gas station. I'm doing it on a residential street. Then you simply put the plug through the hole. I'll come back, hold on. So anyways, I had to use 2 hands. You don't want the hole to be too big, because if it's too big, then the plug is not going to do you any good, and you might as well have to replace the tire. But I got it all the way in there, and you want to get in as far as possible, but leaving just the head of the plug, just right at the top, because you'll have to cut this off. So anyways, I got the plug in there, and you can see how a little bit of air I lost, but I'll be driving to the gas station to get it filled with air. But basically, you want to make sure there's no air coming out of it, but I will show you what we do afterwards. But first, you want to cut the head off. Do not drive it without cutting the head off, because while you're on the surface street, it could make it dislodge. So you want to cut all that out. There you go. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to come back with some water, and then we have to do the air test. Okay. So, there you go. That's all it is. Just leave it in there. And then the cement will dry and it will seal the hole, and this tends to expand anyways. Okay, so what you want to do is make sure there's no air bubbles coming out. And you just run water over it. And I don't see any. Tires good as new. Saved $100, and plus tires are going up in value because they're petroleum based, so the values of the tire sale prices are going up, but there's no holes. It's just good as new. So all I'll do is just go to the local gas station, fill it up with air, and I'm a happy camper. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I respond. And hit the like button and subscribe. I do cryptos, I do silver, gold, stacking, and investments. I have life experiences that's varied, accounting, finance. So, and I used to be an auto mechanic. So hit the subscribe button, the like button, and more videos are on its way.